What are you doing there? Salute to my audience, man. I hope you and your families are good. Salute to the Prias. I know you're in the building. All sorts of nonsense you're on. But just make sure you subscribe, though. We're still trying to run up these numbers. Now, I hope everybody started their week in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Productive and all sorts of things. You get me? There seems to be like a chat going on right now regarding content space. I want to get your lot's thoughts on it. Like, remember, this is something that I've only been doing for like 3 months. Before I did it, I definitely used to see people like Traplow Ross, Tanks, Chucky, Spray doing his podcast and that. But it was a rarity, innit? Now, obviously it's becoming more popular. A lot more people are starting to do it. And I think it's cool. I think like, listen, if you're a hustler, find your lane and hustle, bro. That's what I would say. You got to remember, you know, even when I chat to my niece and that, there's girls her age, content, million subscribers. All they do is talk about makeup and they're doing all sorts of weird things. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm looking at her like, yeah, it's crazy. All sorts of quids. So I would say if we're hustlers or if you're a hustler at heart, find your lane, man. Because what's the problem? All right, cool. Look, is it cool? It's up to you. What do you define as being cool? If you're talking about things you know, what's the problem? Now, you see, for me, I was a rapper. I was someone on the streets. And when I say someone, I'm not saying like I was somebody, like, but I was on the streets. Do you get what I'm saying? That was my lifestyle. I was in tune. My brothers and that was more in tune than me, but through them, I would be in tune. Do you get what I'm saying? I was a hustler doing other things, but I was in tune. Now, was this stuff seen as being cool to come on the internet and talk about road stuff? No. Do I feel like I talk about road stuff? No. However, if I'm in a situation with somebody and it's like everybody's trying to hang out dirty laundry, then of course things are going to get mentioned. It's the art of war, innit? But ideally, man would love to forward and just give man's opinions on what I see in the music scene, what I see in the football. You know what I'm saying? What's relevant in our communities, those type of things. But sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes either not too much is going on or you're just getting drawn out. And obviously I'm not mature enough to avoid the nonsense. I'm getting better though. I'm starting to understand it a bit more. Like, hence why you won't see me referring to the new Ross Clark smoker in the corner. You know what I'm trying to say? It makes no sense. Do you get me? Cause I see Simon brought up a new guest and added a new member to the smokers corner. And that's cool for them, man, there. I don't want to be in that corner. Yeah? I'm not on that. And then you hear people talking like, you know, man are bad for certain people and that's all street stuff. Cool, bro. You lot can have that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to catch me here debating who's the badder person. All I can tell you with hand on heart, other than the one time you saw viral jailhouse, you know what I'm talking about? There's never been another situation where a man's put hands on me, bro. Facts. Facts. Do you get it? Calm. Yeah? Gracefully. So I'll leave that there. But Simon, I see what you're doing, man. And this is what I was trying to tell you the other day. All you do is invite people to your show that you think are going to spill the tea on people that you're not seeing eye to eye with, bad man. I see the play. All you want to talk about is your views are down. Bro, you're almost on 100k subscribers, bro. Sometimes I feel like you forget that. Sometimes I feel like you forget you've been doing this thing for like 5 or something years, bad man. Take pride in what you're doing over there, bro. You get me? It's like you need some kind of reassurance from the folks and that. So let me give you some reassurance. You're doing your thing. You don't need to be just inviting anybody that's got no accolades. Who are these people that you bring up there? Obviously, you got people that's in the smoker's corner. So you're staying true to your corner. That's cool. But other than that, what's the agenda, bro? What, to get in the algorithm? I hear you. So then you're not really taking no pride in your craft. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Everything you're doing over there is literally just for monetization, bad man. Joke thing. Idiot thing. You get me? You got Dangles over there, Ross Clark wearing Nike Tech fleece with granddad jumper, looking like a real smoker. Yeah? It's crazy. He's on bail. Then you're over there with your new worker who's sitting with shorts on in the winter, bad man. Who does that? I don't want to be in that corner. No. Man talking about they just forwarded out the cannon. Life's hard. So they're just saying all sorts of things. And this is what I'm trying to say about conversation. You probably get further in life by just trying to connect the bridges rather than burn the bridges down. You get what I'm trying to say? Food for thought, man. But Simon, I've got a question for you, bad man. Because it's like you're always trying to send some type of shots towards me and stuff. So I've got a question for you. You know what I want to know? Because I've seen you try and make a point about when this grape stuff or whatever you want to call it nonsense was trying to go on with my name. Crazy. I know, I can't believe it. I see you laughing and joking like key. Yeah? I've got a question for you though. Random. You ever been nicked or anything for SA?
Holy shit!
You ever been accused of SA? You ever like touched the girl's backside or breast without her permission or her consent and that? You ever done something like that before? Mad random, innit? But have you though? See, what I need you to do for me is just make me know the answer to that still. Because everything in the dark comes to the light, bad man. No propaganda. So I ask you the question gracefully. If you could just let me know the answer to that, you see what I'm trying to say? Because I haven't. SA. I mean, you know, SA, like, you know, touching girl's back, touching girl's breast. That's SA. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't know about them kind of essays there. I just know about the kind with pen and paper, bad man. You know? Typing and that. But your kind of essay, I just want to know. I'm not accusing you, I'm just asking you. You know? So just make me know that. That's a question I had for you.
It's like you don't want me to say it again. I've said it already, I've done it before, innit? But I'm not going to do it again. Do you know what I mean?
But again, content space, man. I see it getting ridiculed, but I see a lot of people forwarding in the space. I would just say get your hustle on, man. Get your hustle on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want to, like, downplay it. Like, it downplays. I don't know, like, it degrades your gangster. Like, man ain't out here trying to be gangster. Man ain't out here trying to pose like man is gangster, bro. That's where a lot of you lot are going wrong. You lot are holding man to a standard that man's not even holding manself to. Strange times. You get what I'm trying to say? Strange times. Like, comments like, oh, it was never gangster to do this. Bad man. Man never said man was no gangster, you know? You know what I mean? But there's a lot going on right now, man. The content is contenting. You see what I'm trying to say? But big up everybody in the space, man. You know, where do we go from here? That's all I want to know. The back and forths are cool and that, but are they really? At the end of the day, everybody's looking for the W when it comes to these back and forths. And that's when it gets a bit mad. Because where do you draw the line? Do you see what I'm trying to say? Where do you draw the line? And I found that with Melissa. You get what I'm trying to say? Man was saying crazy things and doing crazy things. And it's like, raw, like, check yourself, bro. You're just supposed to be doing content. But I'm blaming the rappers though, man, because I don't see too much from you, man. Salute to the ones that are dropping things. AB, I see you drop something. I see Ambush dropping things. I see, who else? I see Boost dropping things. I know Reaps is dropping music. I see Russ dropping music. People are dropping music. Heady one, I think I see drop some. There are people dropping music, but it just doesn't feel like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's not, there's no coverage to it. Maybe man need to focus more on the coverage of that. You get what I'm saying? So keep me in the loop, man. If you're a rapper, keep me in the loop. You know what I'm trying to say? There was a load of people I was supposed to big up, and sometimes I just forget. I get caught up in real life and what's going on. You get what I'm saying? But keep me in the loop. Give me a message on the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I'll check out the music. I'll promote it in a way of, even if it's word of mouth. You know what I'm trying to say? Just trying to play a part, because the music scene, I know a lot of people are scared to put music out because they just feel like it might not get the views. But bro, you got to forget that. You just got to show consistency. And it's easier said than done. But from somebody that spent a lot of money on it, I do know it does take a lot of money, bro. It does take a lot of money. And if you're a person of business, you're going to say, well, it doesn't make sense. Hence why a lot of the man them fall off and leave it alone, because it's not making sense. How are you going to spend 50 to 100 quid, for example, and maybe receive 5 quid, 10 quid back? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it personally, but don't just feel like you can forward in music and have a summer or a year and then be like, oh, I tried. No, bro, you got to stick at it. If it's your hobby, if it's your passion, that's what separates those that are really passionate about music to those that are just doing it to try and see if they can make some paper from it. You get me? If you're trying to forward in music just to make some paper, I would say find something else to do. But if you're going to forward into music because you've got a passion for music and you don't care about how long it may take, you can kind of facilitate what you need to pay for, whether it's studio time, your song being mixed and mastered, your videos. If you've got enough resources to do all those things, then long may it continue for you, because you're only one song away. That's the reality. You're only one song away. You know? So don't give up on yourself, man. If you're passionate, keep going. Don't listen to what people are saying about you're too old or you do music. Oh, man, can't take you seriously, because really and truly, what's anybody else really doing out here, bro? The fraudsters are doing up the fraud thing. All sorts of fuckery. The trappers are still out there doing what they're doing. All sorts of back to the can. Then you got the workers, the 9-to-5ers. You're done, no, salute. Yeah? Then other than that, what else you got going on? Huh? You got the benefits team chilling with the smokers and that in the smokers corner. It's crazy. £400 a month, bad man, them man they receive. It's crazy. And think say they can go and buy Cali weed. No, bad man. You stick to the 2-on-2. For you. Because you know. But other than that, what's really going on out here, man? So just do what you're doing, bro. Find your lane, hustle. Simple. You know, because there's so many people that are unhappy with where they are in life. And I don't say that like I'm better than nobody, because I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm just trying to pattern, man. If you know me, you know my work ethic. When I was in music, you saw my work ethic. I was trying. You get what I'm saying? Content space, you see my work ethic. I'm trying. You know? So you got to start somewhere, man. I see someone make a good analogy the other day. Is it analogy or analysis? One of the two. Whichever suits. But they was basically saying it's like, no matter what you do, you're always going to start off with people looking at you strange and looking at you like, why do you do that? That's dead. Man's not doing that. But then the moment they see you getting results within that field, people will start to follow. You know what I'm saying? Because they've seen that you're doing it okay. So take from that what you will. My point is don't care about what others are saying about you at the point of when you're starting. Worry about the point when you're starting to make things happen for you in real time, whether it's you're starting to earn paper from what you're doing, you're starting to create motion from what you're doing. Then you'll look around and see them same people like, yo, brother, how does man do that thing there? Do you get it? So don't do what you're doing just to entertain your crowd circle, bro. You have to think outside of that. You have to do what's best for you, bro. And this content thing, what's so difficult about it? Other than what you're going to be worried about, what your friends are saying about you. Oh, brother, you're not on. Bro, if you're trying to live some kind of bad boy gangster life, then of course the content space is not for you. Straight up and down. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But if you're just cool within knowing who you are as a person then why wouldn't you try a thing? If you've got some kind of knowledge of something. Me, football, music, I can talk about it all day, bro. Man can't tell me about football and music, bro. Facts. Impossible. Now, man might know more about me in football and music. That's cool. But man can still debate it. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to compete with the stats, man, and that might tell me about stats. Big man, I'm not caring about the stats. But I know what I'm talking about, though. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I'm here, innit? So, yeah, I would just say, don't watch the crowd. Do what's best for you. Hustle, man. Because this makes sense. I've been doing it, 90 days? And it's making sense. It's making sense. I'm very grateful for my audience, because without my audience, I don't make no paper. Facts. Without the views, I don't make no paper, bro. Facts. And even if I wasn't making paper, I would still be trying. I would still be building, because I like to build. You see people, they don't want to build no more. They just want to forward in when it's lit. No, Brad, man. I was about to say brother, and I said bad man at the same time. Crazy. But no, bro. Be happy to build. I remember Bouncer saying in the beginning he was getting like 10 views, 20 views, 100 views for a while, bro. But look where he is now. He's making a good income right now, bro. Everybody can do it, bro. As long as you got something to talk about and something that you believe in. Man's passionate about football. Man's passionate about music. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I'm not really passionate with the back and the forths. That's just defending your name. Standing on your square, innit? So, you know, like when Simon and Dangles are doing whatever they're doing, when this man over there is trying to talk to man, but I can't even see you. I just hear you narrating and that. I don't need to talk to no narrator, bad man. No. Why would I do that? I'm not talking to no man in Ross Clark platforms and skinny jeans, bad man. No. The moment you show us your face, maybe. You understand? I'm not addressing the man with shorts in the winter on a couch, bad man. No. And you see what I posted on my gram. I might even post it here in a second. So make sure you stay tuned. Yeah? I'm not dealing with them type of folks there, bad man. No. Because they're the kind of folks that just want to talk to you for what reason? To get some kind of motion. I'm not the motion guy, bro. Why does everyone seem to think I'm the motion guy? I don't look at myself in that way, bro. That's ego. No, I don't have an ego like that, bro. I'm just calm. If you know me, you know me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you're entitled to whatever opinion it is you hear. Other than that, I'm building over here, man. I'm building. You get me? But I'm seeing what's going on regarding Simon and Dangles and them man there. It's crazy. But we'll see what happens next. That will determine my next move. But Simon, again, let me know. Could you be possibly guilty of an SA charge on that? Just asking. It's the landing, man. Never know what we might talk about.
From a wake up, I NACVT, NACV leg, NACV cheese. Show beg I bread, me bust a bed, shut up me sell, and then me let me run, and next I make it know the money send. Whiskey like Messi them, Balotelli, yes, Dark from me broke a skull, if it not crack me lip it, then them have to send me every cent, every nickel, every pence. If she not go give me head, she can go come in on me Benz. When she pull me Gucci belt, she blow me like a Google cell. Like ain't even know they call them better person, Google help the line, I chop and tune and sell. Exercise me